best bet for the NL West, Colin?
D-backs over. Their over-under right now set at 66.5, which would be an improvement on last year's 100-win roster. But I think they're going to be better than that. They're going to overtake the Rockies and be the fourth best team in this division. I know that's not too exciting if you're a Diamondbacks fan, but from a bettor's perspective, there's a ton of value on this win total over. Madison Bumgarner's best days are behind him, but Luke Weaver's going to be back in full form. Merrill Kelly is a decent mid-rotation guy, and I'm actually really high on Zach Gallen to bounce back. He's probably one of my favorite late-round targets in fantasy drafts, and I think that the Diamondbacks are going to rely on him a lot. They just signed Ketel Marte to an extension, so we can put to rest the talks of them trading him and getting worse at midseason. This is not a contending team by any means. I don't want all of my praise to make people think that I think that, but this is much better than a 95, 97 loss team, 100 plus loss team. So their over is one of my favorite bets in the entire league.
Bundo, best bet, NL West.
Giants to finish second in the division, plus 210 behind the Dodgers. That's where I'm going. I think they're better than the Padres. Once again, I think this pitching staff is incredibly underrated. I think that's the biggest thing. They had the best bullpen in baseball last year by most, ERA and stuff like that. And they have a guy who I'm extremely high on. I just drafted him in our Action Fantasy League, Camilo Doval, who was dynamite at the back end of their bullpen at the end of last season. He's got electric stuff. He's super young guy. I'm projecting for another big season at the back end of their bullpen. And he's been criticized for this from his time in Philadelphia, but Gabe Kapler has worked well with the front office there to maximize everything they possibly can out of a lot of pitchers who you're not going to see as big names in their bullpen, especially guys like Rogers and McGee, who had good years despite not being big name guys. And so I think their ability to mix and match bullpens adds value that stuff like Pacoda hasn't picked up on. And it's the same thing the Rays did with Cash for years. And I just think that the market's wrong again on the Giants. And so at plus 210 to finish what is essentially ahead of the Padres, because the Dodgers will win the division, that's my favorite bet on the Giants, because I do think the NL wildcard race is going to be very tough because of the other teams. You're looking at the Mets and the Phillies and the Braves in the East and the Cardinals in the Central, the Brewers. All those teams are going to, and the Dodgers, of course. That means there's only really going to be one spot maybe for the West. And I think it may come down to these two teams, but I'm taking Giants to finish second in the division at plus 210.
Very good.
I think the market's wrong.
Well, we'll see. Baseball season coming very soon. Thanks to Anthony Dabbundo, Action Network staff writer, for joining us on this episode previewing the NL West. Want to remind all of you one more time, we are here with you during the season here on Payoff Pitch, our new Action Network MLB betting podcast every Tuesday and Friday. During the season, we will start up April 12th. So not the day after opening day, but the following week. So April 12th, Tuesday, April 12th, and Friday, April 15th. And we will come to you throughout the course of the 2022 season. For Action Network senior editor Colin Whitchurch and action writer Anthony Dabbundo, Brendan Glasheen, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out all of our division by division previews before you get set for opening day, April 7th. We'll talk to you next time.